What is scaffolding? Parts of scaffolding: materials, design, uses, function, risks, precautions, advantages and disadvantages. What is scaffolding? Scaffolding is built in various variations, contingent upon construction workers' task prerequisites and the specifications of the building structure they are working on. While certain countries utilize the minimal expense option of bamboo or wooden scaffolding, large-scale construction and development projects utilize different materials. These metals offer prevalent strength and durability as well as the ability to be moved towards significant heights. Surveys show that a significant level of mishaps in construction industries are directly or by implication connected with scaffolds. In this way, the scaffolding contractors and scaffolding laborers ought to play out their obligations with extreme attention to detail. What is scaffolding design? As scaffolding includes the safety and well-being of working experts, it must be designed with absolute attention to detail. The design of the scaffold ought to consider the following: the supporting structure ought to be sufficient in strength, steadiness, and rigidity. What are materials used? Different scaffolding. Steel and aluminum are widely used materials for scaffolding. Steel is the most preferred material for scaffolding because of its great strength and durability. Likewise, steel as scaffolding material gives a specific measure of elasticity and flexibility to forestall cracks. Steel can uphold high loads, and workers can utilize it for transporting heavy gear and equipment as well as supplies. For tall scaffolding structures, steel material is in need from the strength requirement point that no one but steel can provide. Uses of scaffolding. It is utilized to provide a platform to work with bricklayers. It is utilized while painting work is completed at heights. It is utilized during the maintenance and cleaning of tall building structures. Supporting the materials during the construction and development at heights is utilized. Functions of scaffolding. These are needed to help or support the platform over which the workers can sit and convey the construction. These are likewise needed when a building needs fixing or a building ought to be demolished. Parts of scaffolding. 1. Base plates and jacks. Base plates, likewise referred to as sole plates, are the load-bearing base of a scaffold. They are utilized to distribute weight and support the vertical scaffolding poles known as standards. 2. Ledgers, runners. Likewise referred to as runners, ledgers are tubes that run evenly along the length of the scaffold. This component is utilized to support the working platform of the scaffold. 3. Standards, uprights, verticals, legs. Standards, otherwise called uprights, verticals, or legs, are the long pipes or tubes that connect or interface the entire scaffold to the ground. 4. Boards, decks, battens, planks. Boards, otherwise called decks or battens, are the planks that form the working platform on the scaffold. 5. Transoms, bearers, putt logs. Transoms, or bearers, are horizontal members that meet the ledgers at right points or angles. 6. Couplers, clamps, fittings, clips. Couplers are chiefly used to assist with interfacing primary components of scaffolding. 7. Braces. Braces are diagonal tubes that reinforce or build up the scaffold's rigidity. What are the hazards and risks of scaffolding? The breakdown of the scaffold because of improper erection. Electrical hazards because of improper planning. Slip and fall from planks. Overloading platforms. Rolling scaffolds. What are the precautions to be taken for the safety of scaffolding? Scaffolds scaffolds ought not to be kept in slippery or muddy or snowy spots. Try not to overload the scaffolds beyond their weight conveying limit. Try not to lean on the scaffolds to avoid from perilous movements. Scaffold part stability ought to be checked properly. Only inspected tagged scaffolds ought to be utilized. What are some safety measures of scaffolding? Proper or legitimate workers ought to be engaged in work by wearing adequate protective equipment. Scaffold should have a handhold over its foundation. Plank is covered or not should be checked to keep away from the movement. Wheels of scaffolds ought to be stabilized with a stone lock preventing rolling or moving of scaffolding. Advantages of scaffolds. It is simpler to foster the interconnected layout and guarantees full admittance to the entire region. The scaffolding provides a firm balance to the laborers. It helps laborers with adjusting themselves to different positions. It can in like manner assist with unequivocal capabilities and explicit tasks. It increases the productivity of the workers and makes the process secure and safe. Disadvantages of scaffolds. It is fundamental to be aware about the load, as leaving materials on the scaffold can have a dangerous or risky outcome. It can fall off because of the overload. One needs to follow or adhere to the guidelines. It ought to be completely accurate. By shortening the construction time, it maximizes productivity and limits the risks. Thanks for watching.